The British government has been pushing people to return to the office, but that plea appears to have largely gone unheeded. As a result, inner-city businesses that rely on these workers are now struggling to survive as the pandemic continues. Stuart Smith reports from London.
Before the pandemic, this street would be bustling at noon on a weekday. Here it is on a chilly day in February. But look at it now. The sun's out, it's lunchtime, but there are barely any customers. That's because this market relies mostly on office workers popping out for lunch. The coronavirus pandemic has kept them home for months, and even now that restrictions are looser, many haven't returned. And it's hit these traders hard. Richie Rich, who runs a ladies' fashion stall, says he didn't even make a profit today.
It's non-existent, let me tell you. If I was married with 2 kids and a mortgage, you wouldn't even see me here. I'd be filling up shelves at Sainsbury's. That's how bad things are. It's shocking.
While some traders have given up and left for good, others don't have that option. Narlin Mehta has managed this shop on Leather Lane for 31 years. He reopened in June, but says half the number of people are coming through the door.
Before the lockdown, it's very busy here because all the people working in offices, they come for the food and they come to shop as well actually. So most of the time you can see the queues here in lunchtime here.
Many Conservative MPs are pushing particularly hard for employers to get their workers back into the office to try to help the country's economy recover. But many larger businesses are not requiring their staff to return until much later. Paragon won't require most of its 5,000 staff to come back until October. And NatWest is not asking most of its 50,000 staff to come back until 2021. That's despite the government changing its message to encourage people back to work where it would boost employee productivity and where arrangements have been made to make workplaces safer. However, Howard Saunders thinks it's going to take more than a government plea to get people back in the office.
Cities sell themselves as being the centre of the universe. You know, when you go to the big department stores and the big Nike towns, the big stores and restaurants in the city centre, you feel like you're at the centre of the universe. And what's happened is we've learned during the course of lockdown that maybe the centre of the universe is home, actually, with our family and our friends and the local park and all the rest of it. And that's a mindset shift that you can't just suddenly change overnight because government want you to behave in a different way.
For traders here, a restart of office life is essential for their trade to return to normal. But they are all too aware that such a time may never come. Stuart Smith, CNA, London.